somebody to know anything about your menu or your place here, what would you want somebody who've never heard of Central Park Cafe to know about you?
There's kind of one thing I really want people to know is a lot of people come in here and they get a little bit nervous looking at the menu because there's a lot of options. We are not prudes about the menu. If you want to change anything on it, if you're a little bit picky, that's okay with us. We like to really do whatever the customer likes.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Discover Seguin on Location, brought to you by Donegan Insurance here in downtown Seguin, Texas. And we're excited today to be with a couple of the owners of the Central Park Cafe that recently relocated here to Court Street. So, hello, Tanner and Robin, two of our owners. Tanner, can you give me kind of a rundown on, you were previously Amy and Kathy's, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me, about that location and that business and how it transitioned into being Central Park here.
Yeah. So a ton of people know about Amy and Kathy's. Been around Seguin for 28 years, I believe, maybe 29 at this point. I actually used to be a big fan of them. And when I worked downtown, I would walk over there and eat sandwiches, around noontime. And a couple of, probably a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, they were going to close down. And my uncle decided that he wanted to keep it open because he was a fan. So he bought Amy and Kathy's and then invited me on to help him run it. And then about 8 months ago, we decided maybe to do a little bit of a rebranding, retire the old Amy and Kathy's theme. And then it just so happened that we needed to move buildings as well. So we decided to rebrand a little bit and integrate with the coffee shop. And we decided to call it Central Park Cafe. I chose that name, like I discussed in the past, with just some of the stuff that was already on the menu being called Central Park. Just decided to go with that as the name. And then we added coffee and invited my friend Robin here to join us and run that side of things. And she kind of manages the front of house. And I take care of the back with the food and stuff like that.
Yeah. So what is your new address for your new location?
It's 106 West Court Street.
106 West Court Street. And it's really cute. To me, it feels a little bigger than Amy and Kathy's was. It's got a little more indoor dining, and it's got great outdoor dining that's a little recessed from the street. So I love that.
And so actually, there's a small secret is that we actually have less seating on the inside. We removed a table when we came over here, but it still feels spacier in here.
It does feel a lot bigger.
It's a bit of an illusion that it's actually bigger than it is.
So it's got a good vibe, right? What would you say about the vibe or the feel of this new location that y'all are in?
I'd say it's pretty inviting, a sense of community.
Wow. It's friendly when you walk in, for sure. Now, same recipes though, right?
Yeah, we try to keep everything actually as close to original as possible. So some of the owners in between had switched a couple of things and started doing it differently, but our cook in the back and just us personally have spoken with Amy and Kathy and gotten some of their input on some of the stuff that we were making and actually reverted back to the way that they were making it all those years ago. So
cool.
It's even more original than original.
So y'all are known for your chicken salad, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and that's a really good sandwich here. Tell me a few other things that are on your menu.
Reuben is a really close second. People are a big fan of the Southwest wrap.
Mm-hmm. So mostly wraps and sandwiches,
Mm-hmm.
but you also have a soup every week, right?
Yes.
And I just want to back up by saying that you make almost everything here in-house, or really everything is made right here. It's fresh daily. Your soups are made, your sandwiches, your chicken salad, your desserts too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not much of a baker. She actually does a lot of the baking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We do make the soups, and the soup actually usually is just whatever kind of we're in the mood for and we want to eat that week. So we just decide to make that, and then
well, your soups are real.
Serve it to the community as well.
The broccoli and cheese, and then it was the
chicken enchilada.
Chicken enchilada, yeah.
And that was just something I felt like making when I was walking through the aisle at HEB. To be honest with you.
Really? Yeah. Yeah, well, that's cool. So, um, you started doing breakfast though. So you wanted to do coffee. So you started opening earlier, correct?
Yes.
And then you just said, "Oh well, while I'm here, I could do breakfast."
Oh, we already had the breakfast sandwich. I see
Okay.
coming in, and that was our early breakfast option.
Mhm.
So we had most of the ingredients to make all of our other breakfast options, like French toast, scrambled egg plates, fried egg plates.
Okay, good. Yeah. And what are your hours here?
So our new hours are 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then on third Thursdays, we do stay open till about 6. Um, just to give those people who are kind of doing that late shopping an opportunity to come in and try us. And we do get people who maybe work during the day will swing by, and it's their first time getting the chance to come while we're open, is when on those days where we stay open a little bit later.
Yeah.
We stay busy on Thursdays. We'll be here till 8, like all of the other shops.
Yeah. Yeah. Because some days there are when they have bigger third Thursdays and bigger events. It's crazy downtown. I'm sure there's a lot of people that come in for that. Yeah. So it looks wonderful. So you said you did a rebrand. It's got a little eclectic, cool vibe to it with the guitars and everything. Is there anything you want to tell me about that, or that made y'all decide to go that direction?
Yeah, I actually, we brought the guitars in because they were in the old Amy and Kathy's building. Anybody who'd been there in the last, year and a half, 2 years, had seen them. But I really let Robin do a lot of the decorating whenever we got in here. I'm not a decorative person. My house is, if there wasn't women living in it with me, it'd be gray and nothing would be on the walls. So, yeah, I let her do most of the decorating, and I think, kind of the vibe, the feel in here, all the plants and stuff is really her and Cheyenne, actually one of our employees, that kind of put this all together.
I was
Wow.
going for eclectic.
Yeah.
Coffee shop, fun vibes.
And you nailed it. It's really cute. Yeah. And it's very inviting. I love the bench. It just makes you feel like you want to sit. We mentioned when you and I were talking earlier that Amy and Kathy's was more of a takeout type thing. There were some seating, but I don't think people really went there with the intention of staying for the most part. Some people did, but this has got a much more come in, sit down, stay for a while type of feeling to it, and an environment. That's what y'all were going for, right? A little bit more. Yeah. So what else, if you want somebody to know anything about your menu or your place here, what would you want somebody who've never heard of Central Park Cafe to know about you?
There's kind of one thing I really want people to know is a lot of people come in here and they get a little bit nervous looking at the menu because there's a lot of options. We are not prudes about the menu. If you want to change anything on it, if you're a little bit picky, that's okay with us. We like to really do whatever the customer likes here. So
You did it for me.
let's I
didn't want Swiss, and you gave me some other cheese.
Yeah, exactly. We're like a Subway, but more personable. You know our names.
Cool. Yeah. So, desserts. We talked about desserts earlier. Give me a few examples of what your desserts are.
Sometimes it changes every week. We normally always have chocolate chip cookies, our millionaire cookies that are actually Amy Kathy's recipe.
Yeah.
As well as brownies. We have brownie muffins, lemon bars, sometimes we'll do banana nut muffins.
And y'all bake those fresh
Yeah.
right here in-house. Yeah. They're delicious too. I like the millionaire cookie. So what is your favorite part about running Central Park Cafe?
I think Robin would agree with this. I think our favorite part's early in the morning when we get here. We kind of have a group of locals that come in here. There are regulars. They've been here since we started doing breakfast. We kind of know what time they're going to get here. They're pretty on schedule.
Yeah.
And, there's one group of people, some older people that come in here and get the same thing every day. It's matchas with sugar-free hazelnut. They sit, they talk to us, make jokes. We hang out for a little bit, and an hour later, we'll have another group of regulars that come in, and it's pretty much the same every day. And that's nice to get to sit in here and talk to people. And really, before the rush of the day starts, it's kind of like we're hanging out with some friends.
That's cool. That is. That's what a great business model that is, to be able to just hang out with people that you like and have conversations while you're working. Talking about business models, what would you say about owning a business and running a business here in Seguin? What's it like? And do you have advice? What have your experiences been?
There's always going to be something you didn't prep for.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
Learning.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know how difficult it was going to be completely honest.
Really? Oh, yeah. It's tough, huh? Yeah. And especially in the food business,
Oh, yeah.
That's,
Yeah. One thing I've noticed about the food business is people in Seguin are very loyal to the places that they like. You know what I mean? They'll eat at the same place over and over and over again. So make sure to make a good first impression if you're going to open a restaurant in Seguin.
that's excellent. Excellent advice. Yeah. And would you say your transition from being on Austin over here to Court Street has been successful?
I would say yes. And I think what made it successful, I think we have to give a little bit of credit to the original Amy and Kathy's, because a lot of those people followed us over here. What I think we benefited from moving to this location is there's a lot more business on this side of town than there was over there. So we get a lot more foot traffic, people coming around these blocks in this area, stop by, and we'll have our fold out sign in front, and they'll stop by and take a picture or whatever, even if they don't have time to stop in. We get people driving by in traffic. This is a lot more traveled than Austin Street is. So, people taking pictures of us and swinging back by when they have a chance. So I think we just get a lot more eyes over here.
Well, that's good to know. Yeah. So I know you guys have specials every week, right? We talked about soups, and you switch out the soups. You told me weekly, because sometimes people like it on one day of the week and they want to come back a day or two later and get it again. So you don't do it every day, which I think that's cute. That's really sweet. But you have specials every day. You said a $10 special?
Yes, ma'am. A different sandwich every day. Sometimes we'll do a wrap. It still comes with a bag of chips and a pickle, same thing.
Yeah. Okay. And y'all switch those out weekly for the
Yes.
special as well?
Every Monday we will do chicken salad, and it's just been a regular thing. But Tuesday through Friday we will switch out every week. That's different. Or we'll do different things, like this Friday, instead of a sandwich, we're doing double stamps for coffee. Occasionally we'll do a $5 breakfast sandwich on Saturdays.
Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, so y'all open. What are your hours again, and what days of the week again? I want to make sure.
So it's 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday. Yeah. So even on a Saturday, you can come in here and get something good to eat. Yeah. So before we wrap this up, I want to know, where can people find you on social media, website, whatever you might have? Where can they find your specials, or just look you up? So where are you guys at? I know you have a new Facebook page.
Yeah, so we are going to be creating a new Facebook. It's going to be Central Park Cafe. We have an Instagram that's Central_Park_Cafe_. And then I believe we also are on Favor. So if you want to get something delivered to you, you can go on the Favor app, and you can get an order picked up and dropped off to you. So.
Yeah. Okay. So look for them on Facebook, on Instagram. You can call and order, pick up, and then do call-ins and pick up orders, correct?
Yeah, so if you want to call ahead. We will make it for you. If you get, when you get here, you pay for it. If you don't show up, we will forgive you. There's a bump on the road. So, call ahead if you don't have time to wait. Sometimes, in the middle of the rush, it is a little bit longer wait, and it does benefit if you're in a hurry to give us a call ahead.
Good to know. You can just call up and place your order, and they'll come in. They'll make it for you, and you can swing by and pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Well, it's been great talking to you guys. Is anything else you want to tell us about Central Park Cafe?
If you want to come sit down, read a book, get some work done, study, come sit down downtown Seguin.
Well, we're glad to have you here in Seguin. It's good food, and it's a great little location. I work downtown, so for me it's convenient, and I'm sure a lot of other people feel that way. I wish y'all much success, and thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you so much.
All right. It's another episode of Discover Seguin on Location, brought to you by Donegan Insurance. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.